Y'all, this is how you know that the Kardashians are desperate for storylines and their show is about to get canceled. Y'all, Emma can only be described as the most desperate of the desperate. And I know what you're saying. So, how's Khloe Kardashian involved? How'd you know we were talking about her? Anyway, right? This is how you know that the Kardashians, especially Khloe, has no intention of ever sharing their real lives. They just issued a clip where Khloe is in tears talking to Lamar because literally, and I have a real question. Why are you bringing Lamar on the show again? We all know you have not talked to that man in years. How do we know? Because we remember when Tristan was in the comment section threatening Lamar for a duel because Lamar said you look pretty. Tristan took his little high booty and voice to match and was like, yo, Brody, Crody, you better watch who you're talking to. If you guys have never heard Tristan Thompson talk in real life, it's giving very hard pitch. Anyway, in an effort to distract from what we know is the circus of their real lives, mostly most Khloe's lives, Khloe, let's get into how much Khloe goes to protect Tristan. And you cannot tell me that they are not together again, but Khloe thinks she figured out a cheat code, pun intended, where she never says she's back with Tristan. Tristan can't embarrass her by cheating on her. Khloe, Tristan can and will embarrass you. Have faith. That slime ball heart goes deep. Don't worry, he won't disappoint you. What has Khloe done? She has sacrificed Tatum by having a whole storyline about how she didn't really love a little boy that looked just like her and that she demanded a million paternity tests. She threw in True in that, right? And more importantly, and she had a storyline about True teaching her to love herself. I get what you're saying, and I pray to God True learns to love herself because she's a beautiful girl. But having a mom that is afraid to show her face in public, not because she's ugly, but because she thinks she's ugly, I don't know how much self-esteem you're gonna get. Seeing a mom literally recite Jordan Peterson and all these things on how the epitome of strength is learning to be friends and love someone that lied to you, cheated on you, humiliated you. I mean, there ain't anything else left in any sins in the Bible left for Tristan to do, is there? Anyway, she talks about her sister Courtney. She tries to make up a feud with Kim, anything to keep from talking about the only thing interesting in her life, which is why she's a big dum-dum for Tristan. But don't worry, Khloe has made a solution to that. She decided to talk about Lamar. Now, here's the thing. Lamar's down with it. He's doing really well. I think he has a bunch of rehab centers. He's doing well. We saw from him being on Big Brother. Lamar loves being in the limelight. I think anyone that dates a Kardashian, you have to love being in the limelight. Khloe said, yo, can we have a seat? Can you come on? Lamar said, great. I would love to be in the spotlight again. They literally filmed their first reunion. And he called her his wife during their first reunion since their 2016 divorce. Part of me wants to say, why is this news? But the other part of me is, it's news because it just shows how weak Khloe is as a person. And I'm not even joking. And don't get me wrong, she's a dum-dum, but she's our dum-dum. So like whatever, we all been stupid. But I mean the fact that instead of talking about the elephant that's impregnating everyone and everything in the room, instead of talking about you going up for a deadbeat dad, instead of doing anything that threatens your secret relationship with Tristan, you are now bringing your ex-husband into this. This is why Keeping Up with the Kardashians was barely renewed. This is why they all took a pay cut. This is why, because even though they want to be here, their lives are here. And I get it. Khloe just wants to be Tristan's dum-dum in peace. She feels like I believe, she feels like if she wasn't famous, if she wasn't rich, if she wasn't this, if her whole persona was not tied to Tristan, then nobody would really know he was cheating, which, to be fair, is true. If Khloe was just a regular rich man's wife in Calabasas, we wouldn't know that her husband cheats on her all the time. We wouldn't know about the groupies. We wouldn't even have known about him having a child out of, I would say wedlock, but out of dummy lock, right? We wouldn't know that much. The people involved would, but if Tristan wasn't famous for being a basketball and a ho-ho-ho, we wouldn't know that. But hence, it is a tale that you've been dealt, Khloe, and you must play with it. Anyway, listen to this. They said Lamar Odom caught Khloé Kardashian off guard when he called her his wife during their first reunion since 2016. First of all, Lamar, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know what bills you have to pay. Maybe you want to get back in the limelight. Well, I know you want to get back in the limelight. But the fact that you are now reciting lines, I knew he was going to be on Keeping Up with the Kardashians when they released a thing saying Lamar got a Smex robot doll that looked just like Khloé Kardashian. I said, the filter or the real face? Mask off. Anyway, right? They said a Good American co-founder's rare interaction with the former Los Angeles Lakers player was captured on the season 6 premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Second of all, Tristan is that type of trash cheating guy, in my opinion, where he can impregnate half of the Eastern Seaboard, but he doesn't want you next to any men because he knows the way of men. There's no way that Khloe would have sat down and filmed with Lamar without Tristan's blessing. There's just no way. And she's still with Tristan. You can't tell me she's not. My opinion, because she's still, Amari is still in family group shots. Tristan talking about some, hi, I have 2 daughters, Dream and True. This is Tristan's real voice, by the way. Dream and True. And Tristan loves you, right? Even though we haven't seen none of y'all in Cleveland the whole year, Khloe's probably scared to step foot in Cleveland because whoever Tristan's sneaky link is, right? Whoever his sneaky links is, she might bump into them. And Khloe has said, if I want to live in a dream world, I got to stay away from reality. And reality is what Tristan is doing. Anyway, so Tristan had to okay this, okay? They said that he arrived at Khloe's home to pick up some of his old belongings when he flirtatiously said, my wife is the ish. He stopped by casually on camera to pick up some belongings from 2016 in the home that Khloe and Tristan went half on and Tristan built and Khloe built. You stopped by that home to pick up stuff from 2016. How'd you even get Khloe's you know what? This is so stupid. We're not even going down that. Anyway, probably when he walked in, Lamar was like, hi, is Khloe here? Maybe he hasn't seen her since the last round of surgery because when Khloe was with Lamar, they were actually a cute couple. When Khloe was with Lamar, she looked a little bit different. But more importantly, when Khloe was with Lamar, remember when Khloe lied to all of us? Khloe always been a liar. A liar and a victim, my heart. Remember when Khloe lied to all of us and told us that she had a whole thing about how she was infertile and she couldn't have Lamar's kids, and then come to find out she just didn't want to have a child with somebody that was addicted to rugs. Now, hear me out. Her body, her choice. But my whole point of the matter is you lied to a whole nation, went through this whole storyline, and it was all a lie because you were planning on leaving Lamar and you didn't want to have any children with him. It's not. Anyway, Khloe always been a victim and a liar. She a liar, and then when she gets caught lying, she turns into a victim. But then she wants to be a bully. But then when somebody bullies her back, then she want to be a victim again. And then she start lying about why she bullied and turned into a victim. You see? Lie, bully, victim. But wherever you start in the Khloe warehouse is where you will end up. Anyway, right? Khloe laughed and said, okay, calm down, right? She then admitted in the confessional that she does not have a lot of emotions surrounding the meetup with her ex-husband. Why should you? I've dealt with so much trauma in this relationship. For years, this was such the love of my life that to learn how to unlove someone, to have to go through all that, it's almost like death. Khloe, shut up. You said the same thing about Tristan. At this point, no matter how painful it is, you are a pro at learning how to unlove someone. Unfortunately, that someone you keep learning to unlove is yourself. Khloe, learn to love yourself. She said, so him calling me his wife, words are empty. I don't know this person anymore. Yeah, you haven't seen him in 8 years. Of course, you don't know him. She said the reunion was a mind F and shared that she felt like it was simultaneously so familiar, so uncharted. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, Lamar reflected on his unfaithfulness and addiction issues impacted their relationship in his 2019 memoir, Darkness to Light. You know, Khloe read that thing front to back. He said, at the start of our marriage, I was faithful to her. I could not handle the lethal cocktail of the spotlight, addiction, a diminishing career, and infidelity. Oh, did I mention the paranoia, the anxiety, the depression? I couldn't keep my D in my pants or the coke out my nose. You know what? Okay, Lamar. I wonder if that's a really good memoir. Should I do it in a book club? Because it sounds like it actually might be real. He admitted he had sex with more than 2,000 women, saying there were too many strippers to count. My blank addiction and my coca addiction go hand in hand. He learned to live with his regrets and wishes he could have been more of a man. Anyway, Lamar, you know what's sad to say? If Khloe went back to Lamar, she'd be in a better situation than she is now mentally. If Khloe had stayed with Lamar even through all his predilections, she would be in a better pace than she is now. Tristan was, is, and will continue to be the worst. But the more and more we find out about Khloe, I am starting to believe like always finds like. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.